Oversized DTG Printer.
Yes, compared to the predecessors, those have 2 heads, these have 4 print heads. And guess what? The speed, twice as fast. Because you have this size of print, you're opening up a whole other gamut of opportunities, especially in major hubs like LA, Chicago, Miami.
Hey guys, we're here at the Impressions Expo in Long Beach, California, 2024, and we are here at garmentprinter.com.
Good job.
And right here we have the GTX600 Brothers Oversized DTG Printer.
Yes.
Up to 24 inches by 24 inches. I mean, this is some pretty cool technology as far as size, and it's not just a CMYK and white ink printer.
Not at all.
You can obtain a lot of colors outside of that traditional CMYK spectrum. Tell us a little bit about this printer and what differentiates it other than just the size of the print when you compare it to another GT.
Well, yeah, let's understand the stepping stones that got us to this particular model here. You know, Brother has been around, DTG, one of the main innovators since 2005, and that's how long we've been in the game. So we've seen the evolution, we've seen the peaks and valleys of people experimenting with different approaches, but Brother has always been steady Eddie and definitely developing a quality product. The latest is where we're at right now. Again, there's been an insatiable demand and paradigm shift going to everything of mass production, and this particular model is the latest unit. So this unit specifically has, compared to the predecessors, those have 2 heads, these have 4 print heads. And guess what? The speed, twice as fast, is typically the case. We have another model as well called the Hex that has 2 different additional colors that gives you, again, a bigger gamut, being able to hit those colors that I want, a little more vibrancy. So this is already awesome, but again, that comes awesomer at the end of the day. So some of the benefits, again, this thing has a built-in humidifier, so we understand that there's a lot of customers that want to grow. Not everything's always in that perfect air-conditioned environment. Built-in humidifier, it senses your environment. You have to actually have a distilled water system right next to it in order to get that ecosystem where the ink needs to be just so to print and give you the execution and the reliability that you need. So all those things that have always been developed into the equipment. So that's a big plus for the equipment. It has bulk tanks, so you're actually filling this thing up with large, we're talking 20 kiloliters of ink, allows you to have very low print costs and operational costs with the system. The fast, the speed, and then the size. Because you have this size of print, you're opening up a whole other gamut of opportunities, especially in major hubs like LA, Chicago, Miami, where there's a fashion mecca, a lot of insatiable artists wanting something bigger and now. That's one of the key words in this mass personalization industry. Everybody wants everything yesterday, and we're able to deliver at this size with this media. So those are some of the major highlights, coupled by the reputation of Brother. Brother has been, from the very first machine to where we are now, constant improvements, the electronics, the inks, the support. Another very important element is all viable through this type of equipment and working with the right distributor. So the equipment, again, fast. It's also modular. This will allow you to, if you make an investment with this type of system, and there's other components like the digital line 1200, 2400, this allows you to have a full automated system where literally somebody hits a barcode, it programs a shirt, the shirt will go through an automatic pre-treat process, a pressing process, drying process, then it's going to look for the next available printer, it indexes and finds that printer, it goes in, it prints, comes out, comes back out, dries. By the time it did a 360 turn, that is a complete shirt, one operator. So guess what? In this world of automation, Brother's definitely a leader in the pack. So we're doing a lot of damage and dent in this paradigm shift right now with this type of technology. So again, that's a little bit of everything, but I ran out of adjectives. So you tell me what else.
So a couple things that he brought up.
Okay,
I definitely totally agree. This is a fashion type of product.
Correct.
So right on the other side here, you guys are selling Mamaki's DTF printer. everybody loves DTF.
Yes.
But the hand from DTF was not going to be this good. I mean, it's not. And if you're going to spend some high quality money on an oversized print, I don't want to feel any type of plasticky thing. And this is just soft.
Yeah. Well, DTG definitely gives you that soft hand. Again, you have to have that sophisticated custom to understand a hand from screen print to DTG to DTF. DTF in the mass personalization industry, again, a lot of people, they just want that one-off shirt. Yep. They're happy with the impression. Guess what? Yep. DTF is going to be just fine. But if you elevate the game a little bit, people love the hand of DTG. That will never go away.
No.
We've done some analysis and we're realizing that the industry still wants DTG.
Absolutely.
They want it. But right now they're a little confused about DTF. A viable approach, a lot of customizable solutions with it, but with DTF, tri-blends, I know how to make it work with DTG, but you probably have to do a little extra steps. A fibrous shirt, I know how to make it work with DTG, you got to do the extra step. DTF, guess what, gets all that out of the way. But there's a compromise of making sure that you have a different hand, a different technique. It's all about throughput if you're really in a production environment. So it's definitely a different lane, a different way to decorate, just like screen printing is different than DTG. DTG is different than DTF, but they're all viable plays, regardless of where you place that technology.
And anytime you're printing on a dark colored shirt, we got to pre-treat it.
Amen.
So that white. So, Brother can come out with a printer that can do 24 by 24.
Correct.
But then we had to have a pre-treat manufactured to actually be able to do it.
If you want control, that's part of the cookie cut concept. That area, if I print something on the West Coast and I need the same thing on the East Coast, I need to have the tools to give me that consistency. So that's where pre-treat systems allows me to do that. So if you buy this autonomously just like that, we do offer a pre-treat system that will allow me to print 24 by 24. In the early days, didn't exist.
Oh, no way.
It did not exist. There's methods and ways, but again, just for that one sample, no big deal. Print half of it, dry it, whatever the case may be. But again, to have the cookie cut experience I will expect, you need to have those systems. They do exist.
I personally bought a Brother 782 in 2011.
Yeah.
It's like your second generation.
Yes.
You essentially had the GT541, then you had the 782 come out. It still works.
Yes.
I mean, it is a tank, and it was really well built.
I can't get you inks, I can't get you parts, but it still works.
I've got people who do it, but Brother, I would buy anything Brother that they essentially make. I mean, a great manufactured product. I mean, Japan doesn't steer you wrong very often.
True.
So, Brother's line of DTG printers, if you're looking to get into DTG, highly recommend that you look into it.
Sometimes this is just a one-trick pony. We know how to do layer cake, as we call it, multimedia, whether it's more different mediums. Here's a good example. This was printed on a 24 by 24 CMYK. I have flock, I have a puff, a metallic, I have foils, I have printable medias, all of it in a systematic fashion. So that's what we bring to the table here with my years of experience.
And that's the advantage of going to a one-stop shop distributor.
Correct.
I mean,
not only that, remember, I started this industry as a technician and an instructor, and I know that anything that we do, anything that we offer to customers has to be easy and simple and methodical. And if it doesn't do that, I don't meet that criteria, I don't disclose it to the market. This way we do. Here's a system, let me show you how, follow it, and you're good. So that's what we bring to the table. After 35 years, it's all tied together.
All right, if you have any questions about the Brother GTX600, go check out garmentprinter.com.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.